Hi, my name's Jana Smith. I recently choreographed a dance for Olivia Prentice. It was a 2-minute dance to the song Halo. The concept and intent for my core composition is bound. The stimulus of my concept was purely based out of ideational and visual. Visual was stemming from like pictures like being bound and tied up like to an object or being captured in like a room. And its main purpose was to show 3 stages of being like in this in a scenario. So like being bound, the escape, and then being freed. So I separated my concept into those 3 defined intentions. I generated movement by improvising what in my mind would be good ideas of bound, and to show like a broadened spectrum of them all. I worked with Olivia a bit towards the end to come up with new kind of techniques and like new kind of ideas for stuff, because like she was only limited to do like stuff. So for example, in one of the bridges, there was meant to be a bridge and Olivia didn't have enough flexibility for it, so we had to take that out and we ended up turning it into a turn. My motif was crossed arms, so it starts off like being quite small on the ground and turning into like a larger kind of piece. I generated movement by improvising, like being tied up and trapped, and I used dynamics in one section that were quite slowed down to show like to show restraint and that kind of feeling of being tied up. I had percussive dynamics in part 2 to be like quite upbeat and very dramatic to show the escape. I sustained dynamics in part 3 that showed open kind of movements, like open arms and like body, and like turnout was all open. My motif mirrored the illusion of being tied up, which kind of connected the dance into one kind of set thing. Throughout the dance, I gradually enlarged the gap between me and the corner of the room, so we went on a diagonal basis. So we started off in the corner, which was meant to show the captured kind of zone, and the middle area was freedom and very kind of open but rushed movements. And then finally freedom was open and a bit slower and quite airy and stuff. We ended up moving back into a locked up scene, so as if like you've been bound and then you've escaped and then you've gone into your freedom and then you've just been dragged back. I reflected back on my phrases and evaluated all the dance kind of techniques and stuff to and make my dance a bit better and more effective, like with the storyline. The ternary form of my composition allowed me to organise the dance, and it contrasted each section rather than being like just like 3 separate things. I tried to tie them in with each other as much as possible. I used a lot of transitions with the rhythm of the music and with my motif to set the scene, I guess. And yeah, so it went pretty good. Everything kind of worked out as best as it could, and yeah, I'm happy with the dance and how it turned out, and how it conveyed through my intentions and stuff of the dance. So thank you. Bye.